Ahoy Maties! Welcome to the Seas. This is Damron. We're playing Sea of Thieves. We're on to Season 6, which brought us a new section in our Build Rat Journal for the new sea forts, which have been added to the game. So we're going to be covering all of those new commendations. It's a pretty short edition. You can find it in your Build Rat section of your journal. It'll be right there on the top left as a new sea fort section. So let's go ahead and open that up and take a quick look at the commendations that are new. There's only 10 of them, so you're going to need to visit all 6 of the new sea forts throughout the Sea of Thieves. I'll show you where all of those are, and throughout doing all of these forts, we're going to have to defeat 250 sea fort phantoms, which will pretty much come naturally. We need to defeat a sea fort phantom captain, open the sea fort treasury. In fact, we have to do that 50 times for the repeat offender grade 5. We also have to discover secret stash treasure on the sea forts. In fact, we'll have to find 100 of those to get grade 5 of the master burglar, and I'll show you a really fast way to do that. There's also going to be a commendation to cook a meal using all sea fort pans at the same time. We also have to share a bunk bed with another pirate and hit another cruise ship with a sea fort cannon. So let's jump right into this. We'll show you the locations of all of them first. The first one is the Imperial Crown Fortress, which can be found at B11. And if we go kind of northeast from that, we'll find the Royal Crest Fortress at J6. Heading east from the Royal Crest Fortress, that'll take us all the way to S6, where we can find the Traitor's Fate Fortress up in the wilds, everybody's favorite area of the Sea of Thieves. So from Traitor's Fate Fortress, we can head south, a little bit west, not too much, to Mercy's End Fortress, which is going to be at P14. And then from there, we're going to head even further southwest to Old Brinestone Fortress at K21, almost to K22. And then from there, we can go west, west by northwest to find Ancient Gold Fortress at F19/20. So that's all 6 of the new forts. And essentially all you need to do is step foot on all of them one time, and once you've landed on all of them, you will unlock the scoping the joins commendation. So let's talk about the fort just really briefly. It's really simple. It's very, very easy. I feel like things are getting easier and easier in this game, honestly. I wish they would have made it a little more challenging, but nonetheless, you're gonna fight waves of phantom enemies, probably about 6 waves or so, and it's really easy. And by the end of that, you're eventually gonna fight the captain of the fortress, who's basically a spectral captain. The first one of those that you kill, that'll net you the Spectral Slayer. Keep in mind, the Spectral Slayer is not crew, okay? You specifically have to get that kill, and when you take the treasury key from that spectral captain, then you can open the treasury at the bottom of the vault. And the very first time that you do that, you're going to unlock the What's Yours Is Mine commendation, and of course you're going to have to open this 50 times in order to get grade 5 of the repeat offender. But luckily, opening the treasuries is shared by crew, so anybody in your crew that opens it, everybody will get credit towards that, so that's good. Also, while we're doing these new sea forts, you will be working on killing the 250 phantoms for the From Whence They Came commendation. This also is not shared. This specifically has to be you, so if you're on the boat and your friends are doing the damage, you will not get credit towards this. Also, phantoms on the islands do not count. Now, for the Faster Chef commendation, you will find on the 2nd floor of the sea forts, you're going to find an area that has 4 cooking pans, which is awesome. You can cook 4 things at once, and the first time that you do that, you will get the Faster Chef commendation. Also, another simple one to get on the 3rd floor of all the forts, you'll find a barracks area. It can look a little different, some of them are destroyed or whatever, but simply put you and another pirate, either from your crew or a different crew, in the same bunk bed to get the 40 winks commendation. The other miscellaneous commendation is to shoot an enemy boat from a port cannon. You cannot shoot your own boat, okay? So you either need to kind of tuck there and wait for a ship to show up and then just take a shot at them from the island, and once you do, you will get off my lawn. Now we're going to talk about the secret stash treasures, because this one has been giving people, from what I've been reading, a little bit of confusion, and I'm going to kind of ease that, I think, right here. So one, as you're doing these forts, you're going to be able to find, crates, cabinets, drawers, all kinds of stuff that you can open, and sometimes within that will be treasure or gold pouches. Okay, one, gold pouches do not count. You need to find an actual treasure item like a skull or a trinket trinket, you know, or even a gem. So when you do find those, when you pick it up, immediately it's going to give you credit towards the Master Burglar commendation, which requires you to find 100 of the secret stashed treasure items. One of the things that's going to help you in getting progress is finding the store fortress key. Okay, there's one on every fortress every time you come, and it's going to be in a random location, you know, in one of those cabinets. But if you get that, come to the roof and you will always find a stored treasure item in that room, in the back of the room, in this little kind of dresser here. Now, again, gold pouches don't count. And another thing that people think counts but actually does not is the stashed treasure in the treasury. When you open up the treasury, you will find a cabinet back here and a dresser that you can open, and you can get treasure out of it, but this does not count towards the secret stash commendation. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you find it in here, it considers it part of the treasury treasure. Also, the secret stash is not crew, it is player specific. Now, a great way to grind this out, because these are going to be the last ones that you need, is to use the old Brinestone and Ancient Gold Fortress. You can literally go from Ancient Gold Fortress to old Brinestone, finish that, and by the time you come back to Ancient Gold, it will have reset, and then you can just keep going back and forth, and those two are the closest to, you know, to each other. And I'll show you. So I've been going back and forth here like 5 times. So now you see I just opened the storeroom and there's like 5 gems because I've been here 5 times before. So it won't go away. You can keep going back and forth, and you can just tap all this loot and it'll, you know, it won't disappear. So keep that in mind. One of the last things about the fort that you're probably going to notice is this prison cell, and it says you need a prison cell key. Don't worry, you can't do that yet. You will be able to do that in the future as part of different things, but not this. So don't, you know, be looking for that. All right. So I hope you guys found that helpful. I hope you found it enjoyable. As always, hopefully I'll see you on the seas.